What is up, Marshmallow Echo, Greed Echo here. So today I'm gonna teach you guys 3 powerful decks to win the Happy Logmas challenge. So basically right before that, I just want to ask you guys to make sure to click the subscribe button as I'm aiming for 250 subscribers, and I really appreciate each and every one of your support. So without further ado, let's jump straight to the event information right here. Happy Logmas challenge. Lumberjacks reach into the arena from both sides of the field to aid you in battle. 3 losers and you're out, but you still have a chance to restart your losses and keep your progress. So basically, this is really similar to the system of Lumberjack Rush, just that this time it's not all the troops getting raged, it's just the raged lumberjack coming from both sides of the tower each time. And for double elixir, when it comes to 2 minutes left, you have 2 lumberjacks coming in your way. So basically, I've customized 3 powerful decks for you to win the Happy Logmas challenge after deep research on different reliable websites, example like Deckshot Pro. So basically, all the deck link will be in the description if you want it to copy and paste in your Clash Royale account. So without further ado, let's jump straight to the 3 decks. So basically, the first deck will be this Double Witch deck. So why I think this deck is capable of beating the Happy Logmas challenge is because first you have giant skeletons with the really high damage giant skeleton bomb right in your face, and also with the clone spell, and also with the mirror. So these 3 are really powerful combo to form a really powerful deck. So next up we have Mega Knight. This Mega Knight is really useful and handful once you have 2 lumberjacks coming in your way, cause you will have a really great splash right in your way for the opponents to come to your tower to deal some damage. So basically, the Mega Knight can just splash on the lumberjack and deal some great damage, and at the same time you can create a push by putting a Night Witch at the back or Witch at the back. Basically, you have Double Witch right here to either clone it to spawn more bats or skeletons to defend against the lumberjack, or also you can use for defense when the opponents have troops like minion hordes and minions or all the air troops. You can use Witch or either Night Witch to spawn all the bats to defense against it. So Bowler is another really great card against the lumberjacks, as it will push all the troops backwards instead of coming forward to your tower to deal a lot of damage. So basically, Bowler, it's a really good card against lumberjack, especially during the double elixir when you get really panicked or somewhat you are in a lose streak, you get really nervous and really aggressive. You can use a Bowler to defend against it and you won't get really tilted or something like that. And Mirror and Clone will be a really supporting spell, as I said just now, really good supporting spell. And next up we have the Lock to again push back the lumberjack, cause all you need is a really good spells and troops to push back the lumberjack and defend against it, and at the same time prevent it to touch your tower. So these are really good cards that form a really powerful deck. For me, this is my first suggested deck for you guys, so you guys can copy it, link is down below. So next up we have our classic modified giant skeleton deck. For me, I use this deck all the time in most of my events, cause this deck is capable of beating basically most of the challenges as I've tested out myself. So basically, this deck is really reliable, as I use it for most of my ladder matches, and as well the Lumberjack Rush for the previous videos I made. So basically, this deck, it's a really good deck. You have Musketeer to defend against air troops, and if your Musketeer is not enough, you can use Zap to defeat Swarm with the giant skeleton and the Valkyrie. You can create a really massive push or really great defense against the lumberjack when it coming your way. And also, giant skeleton can stop a really great push, and once the giant skeleton bomb is set, you can use the tornado to put everything at the center of the bomb so that it booms and create a large damage towards your opponent's troops and stuff like that. And also Clone for double damage if you guys want it. And also, if your giant skeleton is near the tower but it's not yet so close to reach the tower to have a massive damage against your opponent's tower, we have Minor for cheap damage or Minor for some defense once you don't have any choices besides Minor. So you have Inferno Tower as well to defeat against all the tanks. Example, if your opponent uses a Golem deck against you, you can use the Tornado and also the Inferno Tower for massive defense too right here. So basically, this is the second deck. Let's move on to last but not least, a P.E.K.K.A deck. So P.E.K.K.A deck is a really tanky deck, and as you can see here, the P.E.K.K.A is really damaging. You can put the P.E.K.K.A down to defeat all the lumberjacks, and also a Knight will be a really good, really cheap mini tank right here to defeat against the lumberjack as well as defend against other troops as well. So you have Mega Minion to be a really heavy hitting air troops right here to defend against either tanks or minion horde or stuff like that. And Ice Golem in this deck is used for kiting strategy. So basically, you can use the Ice Golem to distract against troops like Giant Skeleton, Mega Knight or P.E.K.K.A or stuff like that. This is a really good tool. Or you can use to defend against swarms, example like Skeleton Army. When the ice melts, it can defeat against the Skeleton Army really effectively. Next up up, we have Princess to deal a lot of chip damage against the troops tower. Just put it at the front of the bridge. Next up, we have Archer to be a really standardized troop to defend against the air troop. And you have Mega Minion, as I explained just now. With the fireball, you can just splash on the lumberjacks before it even crosses the bridge. So once it spawns behind the opponent's tower, you can use the fireball to defend against them. And also, Battle Healer will be a really good troop to heal the P.E.K.K.A. or like heal archers and knight. You have Battle Healer with the P.E.K.K.A. or Battle Healer with the Mega Minion and also with the knight. So it's a really good combo. So yeah, I think basically this is all 3 decks. If you guys like all 3 decks, make sure to copy the deck link in the description below. Make sure to click the subscribe button and then also click the like button if you will. So basically this is the video, guys. I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.